HarperCollins presents The People's Princess by Flora Harding, read by Julie Teal. Chapter 1. Buckingham Palace, March 1981. The wind is keening round the corner of Buckingham Palace, sending vicious splatters of rain against the window as Diana peers down at the mall. A few die-hard tourists are huddled at the forecourt gates, taking photographs in spite of the weather. Can they see her? Diana wonders. And if they can, would they guess that the lonely figure at the second-floor window is Lady Di herself, future princess, future queen, the girl who finally got the wary Prince of Wales to propose? Sighing a little, Diana lets the net curtain drop and turns back to the sitting room. Books lie scattered on the sofa, and the coffee tables littered with coffee mugs and empty cereal bowls. She takes them into the kitchen, washes them up, and puts them neatly on the side. The housemaids would do it, but Diana doesn't mind tidying up. She quite enjoyed being a char for her sister Sarah for a while. And at least it's something to do. The public assumes she is living with a Queen Mother at Clarence House, but in fact she's been given an apartment on the nursery floor at Buckingham Palace. The idea was to give her some privacy, and at first Diana was thrilled. She doesn't care that the rooms, originally intended for nannies and governesses, are smaller than the usual palace rooms. She has her own sitting room, bedroom and bathroom, and the use of the old nursery kitchen. And Charles's apartments are just down the corridor. Well, on the same floor, barely 5 minutes away. It was going to be perfect. A chance for them to get to know each other properly now that their engagement has been formally announced. At first, Buckingham Palace seemed a haven of peace and security after the frenzy of cameramen that waited outside the entrance to her flat at Coleherne Court. The machine-gun rattle of their cameras made her flinch, and the massive lenses focused so relentlessly on her left her feeling raw and vulnerable. She couldn't wait to get away from them. And now Diana sighs again and drops onto the sofa, moodily shoving away the books that she's supposed to be reading to understand the role of a royal consort. Getting engaged to the Prince of Wales was supposed to be more exciting than this, she thinks gloomily. And it was exciting at first, Diana acknowledges to herself. Standing on the steps in the palace gardens, Charles's hand warm on her shoulder, the great sapphire heavy on her finger, she remembers feeling dizzy with triumph. She might not have an O-level to her name, but she, Diana Spencer, has succeeded in capturing the most eligible bachelor in the world. Of course, the interview after the formal announcement was a little disconcerting. The reporters asked such thick questions. Are you in love? Diana rolls her eyes, remembering. What were they supposed to say to that? They wouldn't be getting married unless they loved each other, would they? True, Charles's answer, whatever in love means, was a little strange. But he does love her. Diana is sure of it. He's just not an effusive person. And she loves him, of course she does. He is amazing. When he proposed at Windsor, he suggested that she think about it while she was in Australia with her mother, but she accepted, without hesitating. I love you so much, she told him. I love you so much. And then Charles said, whatever love means. Diana frowns, remembering. It's funny that he said it twice, now she comes to think of it. What did he mean? What does love mean? Unease touches the nape of her neck, an icy finger. But she shakes the feeling off irritably as she gets to her feet. She's just bored. The truth is that life in Buckingham Palace is not the idyll she expected. When the engagement was announced, the press excitement was at such a pitch that life at Coleherne Court became intolerable. Diana spent that night with the Queen Mother at Clarence House. She endured a rather dull evening with the Wrinkleys, Charles's grandmother, her own grandmother, Lady Fermoy, and the Queen Mother's private secretary. But they went to bed early, and Diana was left to wander around Clarence House.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?